So it's a rainy day here in Devon, Dartmoor. The sun, if you like, is in shadow from the clouds. And that's what I want to talk about, the shadow of the sun, sign by sign. Maybe I'll get through all of them. Maybe I'll get through half of them. We'll see. The sun is the single most important element of the chart because astrology concerns sky stories. What stories were in the sky at the moment you were born? What stories, to mix the metaphors, had the Morai, the Greek fates, woven for you? Maybe it's not a mixed metaphor. Anyway, this thread that they weave for you and then that they spin and measure and cut, it's full of stories. And the biggest story is the sun, because the sun is the most visible planet, if you like, in the sky. The moon is a distant second, and then all the other planets come after that. So the sun tells us the most about ourselves. It is the blueprint for who we're becoming. It's the most important thing to concentrate on. And this is why sun sign astrology can work. People go, oh, it's just superficial. Yeah, how can it possibly apply to everyone? Yeah. Well, yeah, they're right, but astrology is also divinatory. It's not literal truth. It's intuitive truth. So somewhere, the person writing that sun sign column, if they're doing a good job, will write the appropriate piece for, say, Pisces, for exactly those people who will read it and consider it. And the intuition will take care of all of that. The divination will take care of all of that. So that's how sun sign astrology can work. So the sun is very important. It's like the branches of the tree, who you're becoming. And it has an opposite sign. The opposite sign is what we find difficult. And that's particularly what I want to talk about in these either one or two videos, the shadow of each sign. Because unless we develop the shadow of that sign, we will be incomplete. We will be out of sorts. We will be one-sided. We need to find the shadow of the sun. It's not extremely difficult. It's an opposition. It's a challenge, but it's in a congruent element. So if your sun is in air, the opposition will be in fire. Air and fire understand each other. Earth and water understand each other. It's difficult to cross that elemental divide. So let's begin with Aries. If you're an Aries, well, you're the firstborn of the signs. You're fresh, you're naive in a way, in a good way, in a childish way. A magical child. I think Leo's a bit like the magical child as well. And you have this vision you want to live by. You want to remove. Mars is your ruler. You'll remove the obstacles to that. Now, the shadow of that, it's probably pretty obvious, is that you can only see from your own point of view. You can't see very easily from the other's point of view, which is Libra, the opposite sign. So this is what you need to do if you're an Aries. Listen. Not listen so that you can find a counter argument. Because I knew an Aries once, and he goes, no, he was always arguing. I always say, never argue with an Aries, or at least don't expect to get the last word. The only way it ends is when you leave. Yeah. And he goes, I'm not actually arguing or debating. I'm trying to convert people to the truth. It's the truth they can't see, and it feels really important to me that they understand the truth, and that's why I keep on and on and on at them. And, well, there is something to be said for that. You know, if you've seen something very clearly, you will want to broadcast it. You will want people to know. But it can mean that you just think that what you think is the truth. And so it's not just about listening to others. It's about standing in their place and looking from their point of view. This is very difficult for an Aries. You can only see from your point of view, but you need to look from their point of view. So there you go. Libra. Well, that's the opposite. You're very good at considering the other's point of view. That's your gift. That's your gift of diplomacy. People feel understood. They feel listened to, and that's a wonderful gift. But who are you? What do you want? Are you able to go, I want this, even if it upsets other people's expectations, even if it conflicts what they want to do? No, you can't. It's painful. Yeah, not just because you don't like hurting other people, but less admirably, because you feel guilty, because you want them to like you. So you need to get over your need for others to like you so that you can go, this is what I want. Okay, that's Aries and Libra. I think we're just going to get through 6 of the signs. Taurus and Scorpio, because there's a lot you can say about each sign. I hope I'm not rushing through it too much. So Taurus, your gift is the delight you take in things and in the natural world. Beautiful things, and in food, and in chocolate. You love chocolate. It's great to tease a Taurus by saying, I hear you don't like chocolate or ice cream. Anyway, it's deeper than that. It's about a visceral enjoyment of the natural world. But make sure it is visceral. That's the thing. I mean, your gift to others is that sheer enjoyment. Yeah, don't forget that. Not everyone enjoys nice things and beauty like you do. So just do that. Be that. And others will pick up on that. It's a simple delight that takes you out of all the nonsense, all the grief we build up. But as a Taurus, you can be superficial in this regard. You can be materialistic. You can like just to have nice things around you, and that becomes who you are. Look at who I am. I have all these things, all these beautiful things, all these houses. I'm the grand person. So, Scorpio. Scorpio is your redemption. Scorpio feels deeply. Yeah? Scorpio is, in a way, merges with others. Scorpio is more existential. Scorpio pays attention to what's real. Yeah? Scorpio will tell you, look, you love all these things, but you're building an identity out of it. You're feeling better than other people. So pay attention to your feelings. Scorpio comes out with emotional truth, yeah, which isn't always the truth you want to hear, but it's there in you. So listen to that. And that will also enable you to listen deeply to others. So emotional depth, that's what you need to go for with your Taurian shadow. And you get that depth just by being honest. It's simple, just by being honest and sitting with the uncomfortable truths about yourself. And I can guarantee everyone else has those uncomfortable truths as well. So it's not a big deal. You're just like everyone else. We're all like that. Scorpio. I'm only going to get time to do Scorpio and then I'll have to end because it's a TikTok video. Scorpio, lighten up. Yeah. You dwell in this dark place, which is very honest and very real, but it's dark. You can get really down. Yeah. So enjoy simple things. Learn from the Taurus to enjoy simple things to get you out of that dark hole, which it does have reality to it. You are in the underworld. Your gift is seeing the things that people don't want to pay attention to. Yeah? But you need relief from it. You need simple joy, physical joy. Use your body. Eat nice foods. Look at nice trees. All those sorts of things. Okay, good. See you next time.